What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and we're continuing to build the squad. And a lot of what's going to be happening with this season and every other Madden season, it's all about luck, dude. Like, you just got to be at the right place at the right time. Now, there are a lot of you guys that are running around trying to figure out who are going to be the best outside linebackers. What are we doing with the inside linemen? What's happening? All right, so look, I've decided that I'm going to go Von Miller and Elvis Dumervil, right? And the reasoning behind it is not only for the chemistry, but those two guys, I've looked through a lot of different attributes, and those two guys make the most sense for me. Now, when you go to look at the prices, right now they're pretty expensive, but I think that they're only going to go up, and I'm going to tell you why. Even if EA puts out Legends or whatever, the numbers won't be that much more than Elvis Dumervil and Von Miller. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as like the block shedding and, you know, finesse moves and power moves, like the combination of it, those two cards are very, very unique. Now, for me, the way that I'm running my defense, I'm probably going to continue to run 3-4. I looked at the 4-3. I did not like it too much, so I'm more than likely going to run the 4-3. I think for me, well, the 3-4. For me, it's very, very important to let you guys understand. It doesn't really matter the players that you put on the defense. It matters the defense that you run. Because a lot of you guys are concerned with, oh, it's a 4-3 DN. It's like, bro, listen, it's Madden. You put the players there that make the most sense. So yes, these players in real football, they play, 4-3 and not 3-4, whatever. It doesn't really matter. What you're looking for, block shed, finesse move, power move. The highest numbers that you can get to towards an 85. 85, in my opinion, is the threshold for all those attributes. So Elvis Dumervil right here, 55K. All day I've been waiting for him. At like the lowest that I saw him was like 65, 70, whatever. I go on, I log in at this particular time, I get him for 55. So look, I can't afford his actual card because I'm dead broke at this point, but that doesn't matter. At some point, I'm going to be able to afford that, but guess what? It's a power-up, so we can always get him a higher level and make him better than the actual cards that we already have on the squad. So why is that important? What does that mean for us? Why is it like, yo, Gmia, why are you telling us about this power-up situation? Why are you, doing all this stuff to your team? Let me explain to you why. It is very, very important that you understand the importance of a power-up. A lot of the cards that you have that are base 85s or 84s, they are never going to be as good as a card that's powered up at the same position. Especially cards right now like Von Miller and Elvis Dumervil. So you saw that I raid sold Demario Davis and got coins for him. I got rid of whoever the other guy, Tyson, what's his name? I think his name was Chandler on the other side. I don't remember what his name. I wanted to say Tyson Chandler, but that's a basketball player, right? You guys know what I'm talking about. The outside linebacker for, I think, what is he on? He's on the I think he's on the Arizona Cardinals. Whoever that guy is, I think he led the league in sacks. Some kind of weird stuff, whatever. That dude is very, very slow right now, right? So because he's that slow, I can't really risk having him in the defense that I'm running right now. So I have to prepare for the future. Now, keep in mind, you can look at my MUT level. I'm grinding it, but I'm grinding it slowly. And remember, a lot of the reason why I didn't get to level 50 is because I had to utilize the 10 hours that I had very wisely and give you guys context of what we were going to be doing going forward. Now I'm starting to understand a little bit about, the way these players move. I've played some, decent players head to head, and I'm seeing exactly what this game is going to entail. So because of that, it's going to be very, very interesting to kind of, understand a lot of the different things that go into the game, right? We have to be able to look at it and understand, all right, this player is useful to us because of this. This player sucks because of this. The one thing that I've noticed, though, the speed on the outside is extreme. No matter what happens on the inside of a 3-4 defense, if you're running odd, you're running bear, you're running the cub, you guys have to understand a few things, right? The way that I ran my blitz in 20, a lot of you guys that picked up on it and figured it out and was running it, you still didn't run it exactly the way that I did. Because I change up the outside zones, I change up what the middle linebacker's doing, all that stuff. That's why right now, with everything I'm going to be doing, upgrading Von Miller, doing all this stuff, it is very important to understand every card that I have right now is better, way better than the cards that I raid sold. Okay, just keep that in mind. And remember, if you can't afford the max card, go after the power-up. Because at some point, you're going to be able to use a power-up pass for the cards that you actually want. So whatever the card is that you want, focus on that power-up, because obviously with the new ability point system, you have a lot of different ways that you can do things, okay? I'm going to tell you this right now. Everybody that understands the concept of how important EA Sports has made power-ups, it's even better than last season, okay? It's very, very, it's so much more involved with the way everything works right now. Last year, you could go out there and do a lot of different things and not really worry about, you know, having that power up. But at this point, I would much rather you guys have like a 84, 85 power up rather than get a gold, not a gold, an elite 86 that's just a core card and it's just a bum card and you just have it there to, you know, to boost your overall, because it's going to show on the field that that card sucks and we don't want to do that. So we have to be focused. Now, right here, we're just looking at some of the abilities. At this point right now, I can't afford Von Miller's card, and I do not yet have the power-up pass to put in, right? But look what I've done. I have it set up because now I have Dumerville, right? We just saw that he gets that 4th box, which is secondary position, which means that we are going to be able to go ahead and keep his overall and all the stuff. Well, not his overall, but all of his, you know, the chemistries that he gets, it'll count towards everything by just switching his, you know, his position on the field to a right outside linebacker. So it's going to work out for us because we already see what's coming. But this is a very, very huge and important thing that you guys have to understand. He's at 96K right now. There's a reason why people are paying that kind of coin for an 86 overall card. Trust me, I've played against him. I know exactly why it is. I just want you guys to know exactly why it is. And that's what my job is for you guys. That's why you guys watch the videos. He is a very, very important card right now at this time to get at least the power up. So that way you can build on it later. And with the snipe of Elvis at 55K, I'm telling you right now, the sets for these other cards like these diamonds are crazy. A lot of people that completed it, they had the game early and they focused on, you know, just that. And they were able to get lucky with certain pulls and they got it done. But it's very, very difficult to complete the sets with some of the prices and trying to be, you know, keeping our team at a regular, relevant overall that's competitive. It's very, very difficult. Oh, there it goes, Chandler Jones. That guy right there is going to get replaced by the power-up Elvis Dumerville as soon as we're able to get a suitable amount of training so that we can power Elvis Dumerville up to at least the 84, 85, and then we get rid of that red core elite and we move forward. That's how we have to move. It is the only way that we are going to continue to get our teams better. There is nothing else we can do about it. So that's why I wanted to make sure you guys understood that as we move forward, we are going to be creating one of the most dominant defenses in Madden 21 this early in the season. So I'm going to urge you, stay tuned, make sure you're subscribed, turn on post notifications. If you already have them on, just write NOTI, N-O-T-I in the comments. One love, y'all.